talk about the Continental Manor Bridge.
Yep.
What do you hear with the veterans?
Yeah, me too.
I was waiting for your comment. I said, wow, they're bringing out their heavy artillery now.
No, they got the guy in uniform, right? Yeah.
It's Tom Oneman from Oneman and Kirby, the architect. With the bridge now, first they were doing it, then they're not doing it. Then I get a letter saying, well, you can do it, but if it fails, you don't want to do it again. They issued the permits, so it's just a matter of what you people want to do. Do you want to go with it, or...
Just remind me, what did the Village of Marinick say?
The Village of Marinick, they said, we understand that the town is going through this process, and at the times the village has participated in the process, we wanted to bring our concerns to your attention before the actual work begins. If it's too late to change course, we'll leave that up to the town. I was advised that the bridge was replaced back in '91 using county funds. In the future, the town should consider the concerns raised in this regard. If the bridge washes out again or is damaged by flooding in the future, then we recommend it don't be replaced. So basically, they were telling us we can go ahead and do the project. They already issued the permits now. They were worrying about flooding, but there's other issues with underneath the bridge. There's a 10-inch sewer line that actually goes underneath that bridge. So widening that area is going to be a problem.
This one here, picture number 2 shows the sewer line, 10 inches, just above mean high water.
So what's your recommendation?
Into the public. Not just the public.
So I'm not clear. The sewer line. Do you know where it goes? Is it a?
We have not investigated that. It's an active sewer line, though, 10 inches in diameter. And it goes from behind the Continental Manor over to the cul-de-sac.
So we have no choice but to fix the bridge, because if you took it out, then you have to take out the sewer line, which you don't want to do.
Well, you're not going to be able to.
Right. So if you let's say if you didn't repair the bridge, that sewer line would just be running across. Right?
That's right. And then the village was also saying, well, they wanted to widen the embankments. You're not going to be able to do that with a sewer line there.
Okay.
Because you're going to do, major repairs then.
Obviously, if the responsibility of the bridge falls with the town of Rye, I'm sure that the responsibility of the sewer line also falls with us.
I would imagine. I couldn't tell you.
Is that something that we need
I
to
don't
find
know.
out? Because what I would probably suggest, now that this comes up, if we cut our losses and satisfy what we need to do without going forward with this bridge replacement, there's going to be additional costs. I'm pretty confident we're going to need to secure this sewer line.
Well, you get the embankments they're all collapsing all around there, and that's going to have to be redone. Even if you take the bridge will have to be removed, and you should redo the embankments there because it's just washing out.
Do we have the Village of Mamaroneck DPW, or did they weigh in on this sewer line, or do we have?
No, I know they know it's there, but I didn't really talk to them too much about that. I was more, getting the bridge, and I just realized tonight again when Tom brought the pictures about that sewer line being there, because I was focusing more about getting the bridge done and going back and forth between John Winters, who's the building department, building inspector, going back and forth about getting the bridge, going. And then when we got the letter saying, okay, if you're going to do it, but if it ever washes out, we don't want to do it again.
I don't believe that the town is responsible for the sewer lines. We're only responsible for the bridge.
We
Did you do that on purpose?
we
Bridge just came down.
Yeah.
Michelle, I think that we would be in a peculiar position if our abutments that we're looking to repair, if we don't repair them and then they fail and they affect the sewer line, I think I would feel better having some more information and better dialogue with whoever owns that sewer line, what properties that sewer line is serving.
Okay.
obviously,
Well,
Continental Manor's there.
Yes.
I'm pretty confident it's not serving Continental Manor. I don't think a sewer line could handle that building.
Well,
It has to
10
be coming
inch.
from somewhere.
Well, 10 inch it might.
You think so?
10 inch, sure. I mean that building's it's big, but it's. I mean 10 inch. 4 inch sewer line. You're going to get 400 fixture units. So 10 inch.
Maybe.
You can probably do it.
Mr. Supervisor, we've invested so much time and effort and money in the project. I really think that we need to due diligence and find out what's going on with the sewer line. If we're being charged now with the decision that we don't have the Village of Mamaroneck behind us on this project any longer, and everything is,
Do we have a bridge liaison from the board?
No, I don't think we have a bridge liaison from the board.
Do we have any engineers on the board?
I think we should ask the council to I know we went to court about
It's a
the
legal
whole thing.
issue.
It's a legal issue,
is.
don't
No,
you
no,
think?
the town is responsible for the bridge. There's no question about that. It is our bridge. And I think from reading the correspondence, the village's position was, look, they're issuing the permits. They understand we've done a lot of work on this. Their preference is that it not be done, but if they don't want to assume any liability. Remember, the contractor has assumed some cost, and he's already done some work. And so we've already expended money on this, and there's FEMA money that we're getting on this project as well. So I don't think they realize there is a sewer line, and my concern is if we don't do it, that sewer line then becomes exposed, and if there is a flood, the sewer line could break in that flood, and you're going to have a bigger problem. And of course, they're going to come back to the town and say, well, you didn't fix the bridge, you exposed the sewer line, it's your problem.
But just a correction, I don't think that bridge protects the sewer
Well,
line.
I don't know if they left it. What the village wants to do is widen it because they think there's a flooding issue.
Right.
I'm not an engineer. I don't know if that's even possible, but that's really what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Either way, that sewer line is there, and it is not our sewer line, and it's not our responsibility. But the bridge is clearly a town responsibility.
I have a question. It seemed that the communication from the Village of Mamaroneck was something to the effect of, well, if you go ahead and fix it, we hope you won't fix it after the next flood.
Right.
Yeah. If it gets damaged.
What exactly is the point of? I don't understand the.
Well, because they're afraid that if we said okay, we won't do it. Pay the contractor his, in other words, make us whole, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to spend any money. They don't want to assume any of the financial liability that we will incur if we pull the plug, because we have a contractor. We've awarded a bid.
We were in the bid, and he started ordering materials already.
He
And then all
say
of a
he
sudden-
wouldn't sue for lost profits.
Why was the Village of Mamaroneck not heard from previously?
They were.
Well, why did they let us go down the Primrose
They,
path?
I understand from Bishop that they were very much aware of it, but they changed their position recently. I don't know. I don't think they were not in the loop. I mean, there were several meetings held with them, as I understand it, and it's just.
It just seems odd that their opposition cropped up after we went through.
Well, the
the
village is
11th
looking.
hour.
The village is after the 2007 floods, which devastated the village. They've really been very sensitive about flooding and these types of things. So they're sort of revisiting these rivers and streams to see where there are some pressure points and where flooding is occurring. So I think it's more a function of sort of that than something like, oh, we just changed our mind. I think they're just really taking another look at this.
Can I just add one
Yeah.
thing?
We did get correspondence from the Village of Mamaroneck. The mayor had sent us correspondence asking us plaintively when we would get that bridge repaired and replaced. But understand, the Village of Mamaroneck got a brand new village manager starting the beginning of this year. They are also, as Attorney Noto says, they're looking at various other flooding and flood mitigation projects within Mamaroneck. They have the Army Corps of Engineers there. I think what you're experiencing, or what we're experiencing, is they had a fresh set of eyes take a look at it, said, hey, wait a minute, why are we replacing this bridge? It only contributes to potential flooding and so forth because of the way the bulkheads are designed. Why don't we stop the project? That guy only just came on in January.
He can file
So I think that's how we
No,
got
they're not
here.
gonna file it.
But as Mr. Noto points out, the contractor has sent us a letter saying that if you stop the bridge, hey, I'm out of pocket $6,661.